everyone, and welcome to this Network 216 exclusive courtesy of the Scarlet and Gray Podcast. I am your host, Tyler Johnson. We have big news today, of course, as Ohio State has landed one, if not the top player from the transfer portal this year, and honestly, the last couple of years. Of course, before we get to any of that, there is plenty to talk about tonight. Before we get to any of that, be sure to just drop a quick like on the video, subscribe if you are brand new to Network 216, but also subscribe if you are brand new to the channel. We have all your latest Ohio State football content. You want to make sure you don't miss any of it. So subscribe to the channel as we are on the push for 3,000 subscribers. And again, drop a like on the video, help that YouTube algorithm grow for us. The big news, of course, is Ohio State has landed the biggest fish of the transfer portal, Alabama safety Caleb Downs, fantastic football player. He was a freshman All-American this past year, one of the top players in the country at the safety position, making the argument one of the best safeties already as a freshman. Started for Alabama as a true freshman, 107 tackles, 70 solo tackles, 1 forced fumble, 2 interceptions, 3 pass deflections. He is an all-around superstar, and he really fills a huge need for Ohio State. You bring back Lathan Ransom, but now you add Caleb Downs to this mix, and you're going to lose Josh Proctor. Caleb Downs is going to slide right into that defense. We're still going to wait and see what happens with Sonny Styles. I do think that he is going to be moved closer to linebacker, but what does Caleb Downs bring you? You are adding one of the best overall defensive players in college football to your defense. He has a guy that can play multiple different positions. He's going to make plays all over the field. He's going to come in and also be a leader because that's just the type of player that he is, but also he can return punts. He might be involved a little bit on the offensive side because he's a really good athlete. He played running back coming out of high school too. This is a guy that's going to change everything for Ohio State and Ryan Day. A huge pickup for the Buckeyes. They beat out Georgia, who some thought were the favorite to – actually, a lot of people thought they were the favorite to get Caleb Downs. We'll end up seeing what the NIL deal ends up being for Downs. We know it's going to be a lot of money there, and NIL was a factor here. But Georgia had the coaching staff. They had his former assistant coach at Alabama, Tavares Robinson. That's huge. Everyone from Georgia thought they were going to get him, but Ryan Day, Tim Walden, and the Buckeyes find a way to land Caleb Downs. Keep in mind that Caleb Downs finished runner-up. The Buckeyes finished runner-up in his recruitment last year to Alabama. This time around, they get the job done. It's a huge pickup. It adds to an amazing offseason that the Buckeyes have had, not only bringing back pretty much everybody from last year's team, adding Quinshon Judkins, adding Will Howard, adding Seth McLaughlin, for all those guys from the transfer portal, and now Caleb Downs. It also goes to show that you have to give a shout-out to the foundation and the 1870 Society, the NIL collectives at Ohio State, and the fan base contributing to these NIL collectives has been huge, and it's been able to help secure a deal like this. This is massive for Ohio State. What does this mean moving forward? Obviously, the Buckeyes are a national title favorite. I think they have to be with bringing in Caleb Downs at this point. You also talk about the fact that you have one of the top defensive players in college football. Not only will he be here for 2024, should be here in 2025. So you'll be able to for sure run it back with him. And then, again, you just look across the board at that Ohio State defense, and you could talk historically. It could be one of the best defenses in college football history with bringing back Jack Sawyer, JT Tuimoloau. You're going to have some changes at the linebacker position, but Tyleik Williams coming back as well. There's talent across the board. Denzel Burke, Jordan Hancock, Davidson Igbinosa, Jermaine Matthews, Lathan Ransom, Sonny Styles, you name it, talent everywhere. It's a great job by Ryan Day and his coaching staff for getting Caleb Downs to commit to the Buckeyes. Obviously, this wasn't easy. We know that Caleb Downs' family wanted to have this done very quickly, and they got the job done. We'll be reacting to this more Monday night on the Scarlet and Gray Podcast at 7 o'clock on the Network 216 YouTube channel. As a reminder, drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you are brand new to the channel. We will talk to you guys all again soon. And, of course, as always, go Buckeyes.